We could use anthropomorphism to describe the brain's activity as if it were an individual. The brain is narcissistic and lethargic, seeking praise, appeasement, and gratification immediately. It constantly needs to feel good, otherwise it becomes sad and anxious. There is no indifferent or neutral state. The brain desires to feel superior to other brains and will do whatever it takes to keep itself upbeat and safe while protecting its fragile ego. This drive appears essential for the brain's survival, as without it, the brain might slip into depression and cease to function effectively. Even though sensory organs provide a wide array of information, the brain selectively perceives and considers only the information that conforms to its existing beliefs or predictions. Challenging the brain's knowledge or proving it wrong can provoke a strong negative reaction. This narcissistic tendency also leads the brain to form alliances with other brains that share similar tastes and beliefs. Brains propose ideas primarily for selfish reasons, seeking self-appeasement or self-glorification. Groups of like-minded brains then band together and may oppose those with different perspectives, leading to conflict. As the brain plots for quick gratification and desire to be right causes multiple cognitive biases. We see what we want to see. We accept what we already know. We want others to like what we like. We want others to know what we know. We want what we like to be true. We decide the validity of information based on notions and judgments that we have of people, institutions, communities, sources, and generalizations. Wikipedia describes more than 50 different types of biases. It might be worth understanding and analyzing ourselves, as well as others, in this light. Confirmation bias, finding information that confirms the beliefs that we hold, wishful thinking, hearing what we want it to be, and cognitive dissonance, mental discomfort when deeply ingrained beliefs are challenged, are some of the common ones. Blind spot bias is one where we are judgmental of others' biases while continuing to ignore one's own. Confirmation bias is the inclination to favor information that aligns with our existing beliefs while disregarding or diminishing contradictory evidence. This bias reinforces our preconceived notions. The availability heuristic is our tendency to rely on readily accessible examples or information when making judgments, even if they may not accurately represent the situation. Anchoring bias occurs when we give disproportionate importance to the first piece of information encountered, known as the anchor, influencing subsequent judgments regardless of its relevance. Overconfidence bias leads us to overestimate our abilities, knowledge, or the accuracy of our judgments and predictions, which can result in flawed decision-making. Hindsight bias distorts our perception of past events, making them appear more predictable than they actually were, often leading to an inflated sense of knowing the outcome beforehand. The framing effect demonstrates how the presentation of information can influence our decisions. People may react differently depending on whether the information is framed as a gain or a loss. Sunk cost fallacy occurs when we continue an endeavor solely because of the resources already invested, even when it is no longer rational to do so. Lastly, the bandwagon effect describes our tendency to adopt beliefs or behaviors simply because others do, without critically evaluating the information or evidence. These biases collectively shape our decision-making processes and can significantly impact our judgments in various aspects of life. Nobody is immune to biases, not even the gods. God loves those who believe in God. God only loves those who love God. God loves those who fear God. And God hates those who pray to other gods. Maybe humans have described God with human-like behavior. Each of us has one or more of these biases at different points in time, topic, and context. This is where we fail as humans. Indeed, it is a difficult life to exercise discretion and watch over our own cognitive biases all the time. The time taken, processing required, and energy needed are too exacting. Upon it, most information becomes inaccurate, irrelevant, useless, vile, or stressful. As philosophers, we are all stuck between our desires to be entertained, excited, enticed, and enthralled, and our duties to be true to information. Almost always, information takes the beating. For me, the only way is to reduce the amount of incoming or outgoing information. To be a sink of information is a social dud or socially irrelevant. Social bonding suffers, and still, one would have been biased about which information to engage in or not. Removing the self from the equation is objectivity. and that is a very difficult skill to acquire. Being biased is the natural course of our living that we ought to outgrow, at least in some areas of our work and life. We are all different in how much we seek reasons, the reasons we give for our observations, and the reasons offered by others that we fall for.